efficient. One thing you love about these teams, Clark, they both do the dirty work on the glass.
Yeah, extra possessions will be at a premium tonight. No easy boards. With all of these glass eaters running around getting their hands dirty, should make for a really interesting game to keep an eye on inside.
Now here's Vanderbilt. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Here's Prez. Pass to the great one. Here's Wendler. Guarded by Vanderbilt. 4 on the clock. Wendler can't get it to go.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Kukoc, the pass to the dude. Here's Bosch, down low. And there's the slam! Dunk to finish it off.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Here's the mayor. 4-point game. And denied! He sends it right off the glass. Here's Kukoc. He's guarded by Barton. Out to the wing. Vanderbilt, the pass to Howell. Drills it from deep. Howell's got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Timeout called. Milwaukee. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Here's Kukoc. Again, Houston.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Now here's Barton. Pass to Prez. Barton outside. Knocked loose. Now here's Vanderbilt. Here's Kukoc. Back to Vanderbilt. Here's Bosch. Another 3 from Houston.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's the great one. Back to Barton. And it's in, off the glass.
Boy, that was a critical bucket there because this game could have easily gotten out of hand early if they'd allowed the run to go on much longer.
Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that. And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to Kukoc. From the arc. The dude's shot is off.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Here's Wendler. Rockets with a rebound.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Pass to Howell. To the inside. Here's the dude. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a 3-point play here. Going to the line for 1. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Houston.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
Milwaukee with the ball. Down by 12. Barton outside. Pass to Prez. Takes a three. Knocks down the triple.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Kukoc. He's got 5. Right wing. There's a screen. To the middle. Here's Howe. And he throws it down with one hand.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Here's the mayor. Still no points. Here's the great one. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the contest. Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
Here's Prez. Here's the great one. Another one falls for Milwaukee. The Rockets lead by 6. Inside from the right block. It's hauled in by the great one. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. And it's Prez missing.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Howe passes to Bosch. Here's the dude. To shoot. Here's Bosch. It's tipped. Pass to Barton. Here's the mayor. They swipe it. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people want it to just click right away, but when you put 2 guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. B.A.?
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks. Here's Prez. Pass to Windler. Three-pointer. The rebound by Kukoc.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Howe passes to Vanderbilt. And he's going for the oop here. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Now here's Barton. Here's Prez. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Houston leading by 11. Pass to Bosch. There's the block. Here's the dude. Let's go with a 3. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Barton. Here's the mayor. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Pass to Windler. Barton outside. Here's the mayor. Here's the great one. Give him 8. Tries again. And Howe pulls it down. Here's the dude. Shot from 12. Here's Bosch. Offline with a 3. The Bucks trail by 11. Pass to Windler. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And here's Vanderbilt. No points yet. Here's Howe. Pass to the dude. Just 5 on the clock. from deep three-point land. And he misses the shot again. Only 2 of 7 in this one. Here's Prez. Windler. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Houston calls timeout. Here's Thunder.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Tiny. Fires from deep. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's the Cobra. Drains the triple. Houston leading by 9. Here's Bosch. He's got 5. A deep 3. And he gets it to fall. 3 for 8 in this one.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
Here's Z. A minute 15 left in the first quarter. Howard down as the whistle blows. 3-point play opportunity.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Shot's good by Kukoc. A minute 31 left in the first. Here's Z. Still without a bucket. Shot from 12. The rebound by Kukoc.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2. Houston shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight. First one falls for him.
Taking 2 shots.
And good on the 2nd, so he makes them both. After years of finishing at the bottom of the West, things are looking up for the Rockets, Clark.
You know, B.A., they've done a really good job of drafting and developing players. That combination can allow you to move forward. And along with signing complementary veterans, that adds to the mix as well. And they've done a nice job. And they've got future draft capital, too. So the Rockets are certainly on the rise.
Here's Thunder. The Bucks getting their last shot to go. Pass to Kukoc. 3-pointer. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is, too.
Cuts off the pass. And here we go, the Rockets in transition. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Here's Reynolds. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. They set a pick. Pass to Gobert. Again, the Bucks, good for 2.
This is where he's so effective, attacking in the lane.
And so it's the Houston Rockets, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They've been fantastic. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, we've seen the Rockets really take control here.
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
And it's prime time in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Graham. Is the league too offensive at the moment, you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
To the paint. Here's Height. It's rebounded by AI. Bucks trail by 12. Now Gobert. No good on the fadeaway. Here's Thunder. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Both good from the line that time. The Rockets went from 22 to 41 wins last year, finishing right at 500, Clark.
Great progress by Houston. Just missed the play-in in the West. They would have easily made that same play-in tournament in the East. A huge step forward for the Rockets, no doubt. And I think it's a team that can sustain that trajectory.
Height's shot is off. The Bucks trail by 14. Pass to Reynolds. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Here's AI. 6 on the shot clock. Milwaukee shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for the Bucks.
And that one falls for Gobert. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, BA. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
And Houston making a change here. Vanderbilt's checked in. Pass to Kukoc from behind the arc. Sinks it from distance. Kukoc has got 19 points.
He's officially taken over this first half, making all the right reads.
Gobert passes to Hernan Gomez. Here's Prez. Jacks up a 3. And another miss by Milwaukee. Pass to Thunder. On the clock. Hey, from beyond the arc. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. The Bucks trail by 15. Prez, the pass to Barton. Lets it fly from 18. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Thunder. Now, for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
AI, the pass to Barton. Here's AI. No made baskets yet. Now Gobert, guarded by Vanderbilt. 3 on the clock. From outside the arc. And the Bucks miss again. Houston leading by 15. Primetime passes to Thunder. He takes it in. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2. Timeout called. Milwaukee.
And they got to refocus. Too many careless turnovers will kill your momentum.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Prez. 6 points for him. Pass to the great one. There's a screen to win the drought. It's hauled in by Houston. Kukoc has got 4 rebounds now. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Number 35.
And that one misses. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
The great one passes to Prez. Clock at 6. Here's Barton. It's hauled in by Houston. Here's Bosch. Give him 8 points now. Vanderbilt to pass to Bosch. Now here's Vanderbilt. Lets a 3 fly. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Prez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Milwaukee shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Good on both. The Rockets lead by 17. Pass to Height. Uses the glass on the layup.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's the great one. Shot from 12. Count that bucket. The great one's got 12 points in the game.
Being opportunistic, just taking what the defense allows.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
Lets it go. Prez grabs the board.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Hernan Gomez inside. Guarded by Vanderbilt. Hernan Gomez, no good. Down low. And Bosch gets it to go. 10 points for him.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Gobert. To the inside. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
Well, look, I mean, great anticipation on one end leads to points on the other.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
Here's the great one. Rockets with a rebound. Vanderbilt's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Kukoc. And it's Houston scoring again.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
Barton with it. To the middle. Here's the great one. Drops in the layup for 2.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
The Rockets lead by 21. Pass to Kukoc. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by the great one. Milwaukee has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Gobert finds Barton. There's a screen. Oh, he tries a 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Here's Height. Pass to Tiny. Outside Vanderbilt. Here's Bosch. There's the steal. Hernan Gomez up top. Guarded by Vanderbilt. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Milwaukee shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls. Wendler, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Both shots good from the strike. The Rockets lead by 19. Here's Thunder. He's got 6. To the paint. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Putting in the effort to get a second chance look. Nice.
The Bucks shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. Pass to the gray one. Back to Barton. Here's the gray one. 6 to shoot. They set the pick. From downtown, knocks down the long J. The gray one's got 17.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Here's Bosch. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Pass to Gobert. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Bosch. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
So both teams making some changes here.
2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Milwaukee has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Now here's Barton. They set the screen from 20 feet. The dude with the rebound.
Or the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
They get the rebound. Fires the 3. Kukoc, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Inside. The gray one passes to Windler. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. These are his first free throws of the game. And he makes a first.
Windler. 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. Houston leading by 21. Pass to Bosch. There's the triple. Pure from three-point range. Bosch has got 20 points.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
And there's a pick. Here's the great one. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Vanderbilt against Barton. To the inside. Kukoc. He's got it. His 9th make out of 15 tries.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
We've got 1:08 left in the first half. Here's Prez. Give him 8. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in this game. First free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Houston's shooting 55% for the game so far. Outside Vanderbilt. Here's Bosch. Give him 20. Another one falls for Houston.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Down low. Here's Prez. The layup misses. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Howell. And again, it's Houston.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Windler. And the jumper is good at the free throw line. Windler's got 4 points in the quarter.
That was not an easy move. I mean, especially against that length.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
Here's Howell. Off target with a jump hook.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you